Hello, greetings, my friend. I'm coming back to continue to discuss ideas and spiritual concept, techniques, exercises to continue to assist in the unfoldment process of our own inner self, inner connection. Only take what resonate with you, of course. It's just and so I wanted to discuss the idea that the ego is not really our enemy. The ego is an opposing force to our evolution and soul, but it is part of the growth process. And our ego lives in a complete illusion. It is the opposing of the truth. But this illusion, every time we follow the path of the ego. There is always the light behind everything that we can utilize all experiences to transcend, to find a bridge into the light. So all experiences are actually the ego is the revelator of our divinity. But we do not want to be controlled by it, yet there is still a very strong sense of needing to follow that individual sense of individual personality. And so it is not to see the ego as the enemy. For the light is like the light of the sun. You can take an umbrella and protect yourself from the light of the sun, yet the sunlight will continue to shine under the umbrella, and it is only a temporary illusion that that the shadows, for shadows to be, there has to be light in order to create the shadow. The shadow couldn't exist without light. If you go into a dark room with a light, the light will disappear. And within ourselves, it is like that. It is just phantomatic shadows that are hunting us, they're just illusions. So it is about, I'm going to talk about an exercise to clean up all the lower astral planes. If you feel like participating, it will be a good service to the universe. But all the directions of the ego are opportunities for finding transcendence and evolution and growth. And God does not create everything as a reason for being. And so do not see your ego as you don't want to be dominated. You want to bring your higher wisdom, your higher light, your higher love, and your soul energy to become eventually dominant. But ego, as we move through the process of illusion ego, we have opportunity to see that there is always a light behind it. I also wanted to say that within the heart of heart, we're all one and connected. There's separations outside, individual separation in this dimension, this density. But within the heart, there is the heart of hearts. And the heart of hearts at the center, there's a great big of heart of God. And then there's all the little hearts, like it is us. We all have our heart, and there is the heart of everybody else. There's no separation within the inner world. There's just the conditioning at the beginning until it's constructed and it's free. And the heart of God is pulsing, just as a heart has a pulse of the heart. So what we want is to attune our heart to the pulse of the planet, the pulse of the sun, the pulse of the galaxy, of the great central sun of the universe, and the pulse of the Creator. So the pulse of the heart is commanded from the seventh dimension. It is something unconscious. We all have this heart pulse without having to think about it, to keep it active. It just happens. It's just a gift. And so what I meant also to say about that is that within the heart of hearts, we go into this sphere of the heart, and we can communicate and commune from heart to any galactics. We can commune with God, which is always at the center of it all, but also to any celestial, any galactic, any dearly departed ancestor, any historical figure, or any human beings. Everybody. Yeah, and the way they receive it depends on their level of consciousness, but above, they will receive it instantaneously. So it is very much about tuning into this sphere of the heart of hearts, and to tune in our pulse as much as possible until it vibrates at the frequency of love. And so it is a great cleansing that is happening. For we have to seek. Another aspect I want to discuss is that we need to ask for the guidance in order to find it. If we ask, we will find. But there is this non-interference principle. Just as the galactics have this prime directive, non-interference with primitive society. It's like the zoo theory. They will not communicate with us until we're peaceful enough, until we advance, we have mature a little bit enough. Then they will be able to come on a universal level. For individual can already connect. As you open your heart from heart to heart, you can communicate with galactics or celestials. This is how it happens. But there is no inferior, no superior. Everybody's one because if you believe you're inferior, then you create a distortion. If you believe you're superior, you create a distortion. So just to know all is one, we all exist because we have this pulse of the Creator within us. And there is no equal, because we're all different. We participate in this great finite expansion of the universe, and we're all essential because we're all unique. And so we need to seek the guidance is a little bit like that. If there is a non-interference principle, free will, so we need to ask it to receive it. But it is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For our guides are always there. Just as the company of heaven, they're always available, and there is nothing too small or too big to imply them. It is good to call them for little guidance for things that have absolutely no danger. If you ask them, I don't know. If you ask them, should I try to find a parking space on taking this right or taking this left? There is very little risk. But if they take you to take a left, and you'll find the parking space. But that kind of familiarize yourself with receiving this guidance, and then you'll be able to receive it when you need it more, when it's more important. And so when you want to surrender to your soul, surrender to your guide, surrender to your creator, and do not allow anything or anyone to distract you from your truth, from your guidance, from your inner light and direction. Just speak about things when they happened. Can share your ideas, but a lot of time, if you share ideas in a non-enlightened environment, you will only get interferences from the world. For all that we learn in education and academy and media is actually mind control. We got to realize that everything has been mind control. We want to seek our own knowledge, our own truth. And sometimes we feel like we want to disconnect from this whole society because it's really too chaotic, but we are the whole. So it's very much about difficult to disconnect from ourselves. You are the Alpha and the Omega. All starts from you here and now. And so what we need to know is to learn to navigate the flows. Navigate is something we learn progressively. And the flow will lead us to greater self-knowledge and self-awareness of who we are. There's always this great understanding that is been bestowed upon us as we tune into those higher frequencies. It's important to learn to stay in the moment of now, to drink a lot of clear water, to rest very well, to do all the things that makes us that appease us, to find this peace and this joy, this ability to receive. For higher dimensions are not physical, spatial location. They're just the energetic frequency. You could be seated in a room in a physical being that's in a 6th dimension or 7th dimension or 5th dimension, and you could be sitting in a room with a human being in the 2nd dimension. That's a complete animal. so it's not about physicality. It's about frequency, and it's available here and now. You can tune into any vibration and frequency at any point, anywhere, through your calling on to your God source. For it is about also a sense of attitude, for having the attitude of a master. So it's a learning process, just one step at a time. And do not seek to escape the planet, to escape your life. Sometimes we do feel like life is too hard. I want to escape into other dimensions, other planes, other planet, and so. But what we seek is to integrate with the learning and teachings of what we receive in order to make it part of our journey here on the earth. Until this journey on the earth will become quite marvelous. I'm going to share after that a little exercise, and I'm going to share a dream that I had last night that was very strange. For the past is the solution. The solutions have already been presented in our mind. If we learn to listen to our dreams, our intuition, our guidance, we already had some insight about what is the solution. We may not have integrated yet, but we are, because the present is the light. So the light is information. Light will lead us back to home, back to source. It will bring the balance and the equilibrium. And what is coming in the future is potentiality. There's all kinds of new potential. It's going to be quite wonderful. What we're working on now is family, this connection to those people that are very close to us on the heart level. And the future is equilibrium. The balance is going to be restored. We always have to seek to find balance and equilibrium to be well balanced. And so I wanted to. What else did I want to share? Yes, so I also wanted to say I might do a video sometime about sex. Sex is one of the most powerful spiritual creative power that we've been given, but we need to reconcile ourselves with our sexual nature, man with woman and woman with man. They've created so much distortion in that. For when we came down through the dimension, we had many spiritual powers, and at the end, on the physical plane, there's the only thing they left us with is sex. Well, there's all the arts too, but But in the physical world, all is sex. It's like from the smallest atom, it's the electron that finds harmony around the proton. From the cellular sexual beings, from the smallest particle to the greatest galaxy, everything in the physical realm is about finding the harmony between the yin and the yang, to find harmony. And so there was this saying, that's very famous saying, the 5 Jews who changed the world. And Moses says everything is law. Jesus said everything is love. Marx says everything is money. And Freud says everything is sex. And then Einstein says everything is relative. So but they're all true in some sense, and sexuality is very, very essential. Everything is so it's about reconnecting to this divine sexual nature with love and respect, of course, because sexuality has been greatly abused and deformed and commercialized, and people have a wrong idea about what it is. And so maybe I'll make a more detailed video about that, but I think it is important to understand this higher sexuality is the unification of the heart and the navel. It's the yin and the yang. This logo, the Tao, with the yin and the yang, the light within the darkness and the darkness within the light. It's purely it's very stable. It's already achieved this mastery of sex, this mastery of unification of yin and yang. Just envision those symbols through your chakras, mostly in the second chakra, the chakra of harmonization and sexuality. For sexuality is also the root base of willpower. That is the seminal essence that elevate into vital essence that becomes spiritual essence. And so those were teaching that will come later on to esoterical science of non-being. So I'm going to pull a few cards. Let's see. Did I do that already? I'm sorry, I'm like a little bit distracted today. The highest wisdom for us today is peace. Finding peace, finding serenity, finding peace, to be at peace. For it is the best way. It is the only way to find the joy. Is to be at peace, because there's going to be some surprises that are going to shake the world. In the meantime, find your peace, your rest. Arrest yourself, enjoy yourself. When the storm's going to come, you'll be busy working. What we need to understand is going far. We're getting ready for a new marathon. We're on the starting line, and the old is. So we're going to be going very far. There's so much that we'll be doing. What we need to do is to go in circle. There is no need to make. We need to make little steps, but for now we're just in this merry-go-round. It's like eventually we're going to snap out of it. The outcome is the message in the bottles. We're going to be able to read the signs, so that we can follow the signs of our soul. Because we're going to go in circle because we're in between worlds, and we don't have complete clarity. It's a step by step. As we awaken, we are led to take actions, and then from there we'll be able to act. This exercise I wanted to discuss is an exercise that was revealed through channel. It's a service to the universe and to God. If you want to do it, first there is certain requisite before to do it, is that first you have to acknowledge and know that the astral planes are real, that they're astral beings that live in the astral planes. And the second requisite is that you have no fear in relationship to that, so that you can do the exercise. The idea is to put yourself in a meditation, to invoke the Supreme Creator Light, to call on your guides, to call on your master guide, to call on your guardian angels, to call on all your higher guides and the company of heaven. And then with the intention to, the idea is to go into those lower astral planes with the intention of asking the Creator to reconnect those astral beings to some soul parts that are above that they're completely unable to connect with. So you call on the Archangel Michael or Uriel, depending on your preference, but you call on the Archangel Michael to assist in this reconnection between those lower astral beings to their higher soul function, because they're completely trapped in those lower frequencies. The only thing they know is to feed on fear and negative energy. But when you do that, you do a service to them, because you bring them some light through your exercise. You bring them some light rather than them drawing fear from you or negative energy from you. You bring always light to those. That's why if you say to a fear, I love you, I send you light, because those fears are connected to astral beings. First, you free yourself from their power, but you also assist them in reconnecting to a higher. Because the archangel just cannot come. They've done that, they're doing that, but they need our assistance of us in the third dimension. Because all those astral beings exist still because of humanity in the third dimension. And so they need our implication for for being able to clear that up. For there's a lot of work that has been already done, but so so you become a source of energy, of love and light to them, rather than for them, for you to become a source and energy of negative energy from you to them. Just an exercise. And so this is what I wanted to share. But it's just this dream I had last night. So I finished with that, sing a song and pull out one more card. It was very strange. I was on a dock, and there was like boats, and they were carrying. So there was those two big chains, and there was this big truck. It was a blue truck, and the cargation of the big truck was carried by those chains to go from the dock into the boat. And all of a sudden, one of the chains dropped, and so the whole cargo was on vertical. And so I was looking at it, and all of a sudden the second chain break, and he fall before me, just like in a Hollywood movie. It was very, very spectacular, and it was like the surprise effect was like amazing. I wasn't really that much afraid. It was just the surprise of this falling down, and then he crashed in my direction, and so it created this huge, this big surprise effect. And then I saw that about 50 meters above the ground there was those tubes with huge tires inside each tube, and the shock effect of the truck failing make the tires coming to fail, and they were starting to fail towards me. So I started running away, and it was like, whoa. And I went into this outside parking there, and I was like, and then I woke up. It was like, but it was like falling from the sky all over the place. It wasn't really that scary, but it was a major surprise. I wasn't really expecting that at all. So it was like, for what is coming, it's like we have some sense of what's coming, but we don't really expect it. Well, I hope this message was what I share this dream. I'm going to sing a song. I hope this message was interesting for you. Thank you for your comments, for your sharing, for liking, for viewing those videos, for subscribing, for your donations. If you want a private sessions, I do tarot readings. I might do a few more of those. I was going to sing a song yesterday when I prepared this video, the message, but last night, but this morning another song came into my mind, and so I sing this one. It's an old song that talks about what is going on. It was like this. I paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I have come through. And I need to go on and on and on, 'cause we are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions, no time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bow and my curtain calls. He brought me fame and fortune and everything that goes with it, and I thank you all. But it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. And I need to go on and on and on, 'cause we are the champions, my friend. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions, we are the champions, no time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. So we light workers are the champions of the world. We are the ground troops. We are the ones that are making it all happen here. And so never trust yourself. Never devalue your experience here. Very soon we're going to move into something that's going to be so different. We're going to be so happy that we sticked around. If not already. The card of the day is the Seven of Michael. It's really the choice. It's like the Seven of... It's about letting go of doubts, just moving forward. And it says, there is a better way of going about it. to go about it alone may not be the best solution. Do not neglect details. Do call on your guides. Do call on the angels. Do call on the archangels. Do call on the masters. Call on them to bring all the people that you need to assist you on your path. For it's like this choice, Michael. It's a free will. Do you want to go into the dark woods, or do you want to go into the sunny light path? Just go on the sunny side of life. I wish you a wonderful day. I thank you let's prepare for the celebration. I am looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Namaste.